Oh, man. Okay. Now, interestingly enough, I already have an episode at least somewhat recorded, but I don't want to do a post-commentary, so we're going to at least try it a couple times not doing that. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. Hello, Jocko. Welcome to what is another stream. Oh, right. Yeah, I should give that back already. Let me go and reinstate everybody that I unmodded last time, and then unmodded everybody that I did mod, to make sure that it stays appropriately chaotic in here. And then, there we go. Okay. No, yeah, probably like, I guess potato can stay there. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. There we go. What was I doing here? I don't know. Let's just go with a regular old run. Now then. Honestly, with how little happens in my quarantine life, that made my day. I mean, it's all just bits, you understand. None of this means anything. It's all just nonsense. This is a surprise? I mean, it's Saturday morning. I can I'll start streaming on Saturday morning if I want to. I mean, I would probably be streaming like every day at this time if I didn't have a full-time job, as you know. As you might guess, I would say. There we are. And yeah, sure, I'll take that. Now, did just wake up. By the way, when I was tweeting out the thing, I saw that Astolfo is trending. Did y'all see this? Did y'all notice this sort of thing? How about that? Like, oh, why is the Fate character Astolfo trending right now? I'm like, oh. 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 The Fate Femboy character? Yes. Anyway. Yeah, it was an interesting... Usually I don't really pay too much attention to Twitter trends, because it's largely just Minecraft YouTubers doing stuff. But it's just like, that one was interesting. That was an interesting thing. Anyway, when I get a gift sub, I don't know. I probably gave it to you. There, but blame me. It's me. I did it. I don't even like femboys as a meme. I think they're just dumb. Well, you're missing out. I am a femboy. Ooh, yeah, I bet. I was playing Crosscode. Yeah, I was talking about that. I was whatever. Anyway, hey, so like I was saying, more Cocoon runs. I do have a Cocoon run recorded that I did off screen. That might just be able to do a movie watching night over if this is entirely unsuccessful, basically. It is, it does end in a pretty predictable place, so be forewarned for that. However, it is like largely done, as I have tried to get done as of recent, so that's something. All right, off-screen has no content from us. No, the point is we would be doing live commentary over it. You understand? Like I said, movie watching night, baby. Or morning, as the case may be. It is 8:30 in the morning for me. Stream post commentary. Not the first time, but usually it's limited to, you know, Persona or something. Yeah, I think just Persona, actually. I don't think there's anything else that I've been doing that. A different take? Well, that's not the plan, though. The plan is that you die to the Scarecrow, yes. Scarecrow killed me in 2 hits. In a run where I had, what, 27 survival by the end? Motion Twin, I'm not saying fix your game, because that's technically not broken. But, you know. Good morning, Blue Toads and the fellow degenerates. We were just talking about Astolfo. Does it count as breakfast if you haven't fasted? What were you eating while you were sleeping? You just go through the cavern to get to the Scarecrow. I mean, I don't think it would make too much of a difference. Just say that. None of this really matters because, like I said, we're going to be switching over real quick to something else. I haven't slept, but did you fast? That's the important question. Will you do a Cocoon death montage? Nah, that's too hard. Also, I think I deleted most of the other VODs for space. So, probably not even going to be able to really see too much of that normally. I mean, you paid the points. I'll still put up the original start if you require such a thing. There we are. And there we go. Malay spread needs to be lowered. It goes up too fast. Yes. It doesn't go up as fast if it you know. Kind of surprised that I didn't get hit there. It doesn't go up too fast if you are very diligent about taking out enemies, but you also got to be very fast about it too. It's not the easiest thing. Let's just say that. There we are. Now then. New items are kind of hard to use. I would say that's the best way to put it. Some of them are fairly easy to use, like the lightning rod. If you know what you're doing with that, you can get that working pretty easily. But a lot of them, though, are, yeah, like situational, somewhat difficult to use, sure. Because it's full of tentacle hentai, more because it's full of a lot of videos. So many videos. I still have the entire Persona series recorded. I don't even know what I was trying there. I still have the entire Persona series recorded, you have to remember. Episode 1 to the episode 63, 64, whatever I'm on right now. Because I put a lot of work into that one. And if I want to redo something, I do not want to have to, like, go back and re-record everything. Have you finished Persona? No. Not even remotely close. That game is 1 billion hours long, and it all sucks. They made absolutely sure that they did nothing with the 100 hours that they gave themselves in that game. Well, anyway, what else we got going on here? It's 1 billion hours. So for perspective, I think a little bit more than halfway through the game, and it is currently episode 63 on the channel. 63 of a half hour to a half hour plus episodes. You try and think of a normal weapon that hasn't been done yet? I got a list. I give you a list. But anyway, we're still doing the DLC stuff, so it doesn't really matter too much. Excuse me 1 second. I got a cough there. Make sure that I was muted. As you do. Persona 5's peak sunk cost. I mean, to be fair, it is still giving me a lot of experience when it comes to doing, you know, the actual, like, study, language study. But, you know, yeah, it's, as a game, I hate it. Like, if I would not be playing this thing for fun. It is tedious and awful. Oh no, the COVID? More like it's very cold outside, so I get a little tiny, just a tad of runny nose. Just a little tiny bit of one. Not too much of one, just a little bit. There we are. Oh, yeah, that doesn't even work. Anyway, what was I doing here? Just a little COVID. No, not even a little COVID. No COVID. Come on, get over here. Haven't caught an early Saturday morning stream for a while. You should wake up earlier, you lazy ass. That's right. That's my new thing. I'm being very aggressive. For no reason. Yeah, whatever. This all works, I suppose. And there we go. A lot of good stuff there. Anyway. Your doc is being aggressive. How could you? I'm going to cry right now. That's right, you baby. Cry. Cry for me. I beg you. Anyway, what we're doing here. I literally didn't say that. Well, I think if you roll back the tape, that is definitely what you said. I mean, I heard myself talk, and I'm pretty sure that's what you said. Hey, cut that out. What are we doing? And I suppose I probably shouldn't be spending too much money if we're about to start up another run. Yeah, that's a good idea. So anyway. Doc, your fetish is showing. Which one? Oh, come on. Didn't even get it there. Too early to be kinky? No, it's not. Never too early. Or too late. It's always right about time. And I've only been up for 12 hours. I've been up for like a half hour. We're doing a nice early morning, chill, sleepy stream. Oh, so sweepy. Yeah, I don't even want to deal with you. Anyway. You have any 3-cell tips? Yes, of course. Like, I mean, it's pretty much what you were doing for 2-boss cell, I would say. Except this time, you know, just really take out some of your best, yeah, any of the best builds that you got. I still think that any sort of thing that is very range-focused is probably better than, like, going for survival or, you know, any sort of melee. Unless you're doing giant killer. I mean, for me, my biggest roadblock at any cell difficulty usually tends to be bosses more than anything else. So making sure that you are on top of dealing with those guys with something like a giant killer or like a lot of passive damage, damage over time, of course, always works very well, is generally the way to go for me at least. Like, if you have a ton of turrets out, you're working with like a chemical carbine, etc., and so on, you can just focus entirely on dodging. And of course, there is stuff like little tips and tricks type of builds, like ones like the... Hey, get out of here, you. Ones like using a vampirism combined with tonic, which gives you pretty safe health regen. And now that malaise has been changed up, although I suppose if you're working on pre-boss cell, malaise is not really too much of an issue. But it's like you can very much get a lot of good usage out of that. I mean, you can heal a lot of damage as long as you got the damage to be able to rally it up. If you can be very aggressive, even if you have to very much engineer like a scenario where you can be aggressive against like some sort of largely harmless enemy, it's like that can really increase your health by a lot. Going from 0 to like 80, 90, no problem at all. Also, stuff like utilizing spite sword shields, I think, are pretty good if you want to take it very slow, very simple. You can even combine that with like adrenaline or frenzy to get the most out of it, to heal up usually what you're losing. Because, you know, you don't really gain too much health back from that, but you gain enough to make it worthwhile. Armadillo pack is very, very good. As we saw last time, you can cheese out a lot of enemies with the lightning rod if you want to go for that. I don't know, like I said, I think like melee weapons, giant killer, spite sword. Hey, there we go. Stuff like giant killer, spite sword. God, what are those? Just very powerful weapons. Those are kind of two of my favorites, but a lot of the things, depending on what you're building with, can be quite powerful. Ugh. Okay, come on now. Mm-hmm. Tactics giant killer? Yeah, well. Tell me this ain't gonna work. Actually, it probably isn't gonna work because, you know, I don't have like a shield. Yeah, you know what? You know what? I'm not even gonna die here. I'm just gonna quit. There we go. Let's go back to the custom mode. Launch this thing up. Custom mode is broken and it always takes the disable malaise option and achievements are disabled. Really weird. I mean, you can still make progress in the game even if achievements are disabled, so like you just don't get the cool achievements. Wait, are we doing Scythe? No. We're doing Cocoon. Now what's the outfit we want here? Any opinions? Didn't we already do a Cocoon? No. I'll be honest, I'll beat the game without achievements. Yeah. Why not? You don't care about them. The only thing that really matters. Purple outfit. Well, there's a couple of them. You want like the Cardis outfit? Do you want the it's a Galaxy outfit, I think? Yeah. Like one of the Tick Trainers, Mushroom King, very purple. Neon outfit? Another Kamikaze. Neon somewhere back here. Here we go. Okay, sure. Now then. All right, let's start up the recording. All right, start this up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Although technically not a shield, this is something of a shield-based run, so look forward to a lot of pain and agony as I keep continuously missing parries and taking a whole lot of damage. So the Cocoon is a 360-degree parry on a cooldown, but the cooldown is entirely removed if you are able to do a successful parry. It is a item that I think is going to work very, very well with two-hand weapons, which is why I have all of those turned on right now. Although I'll say, in the current landscape of Dead Cells, the amount of damage you take, even if you are using some very heavy builds and like allegedly large health pool, you know, stats, you still tend to take an awful lot of damage. So although I do think that this can work, it just generally does not work super... let's try that again. Don't restart before I get back. Fine. Don't you have an intro already? Yeah, but I have a lot more experience with the weapon, so I want to do it again. Also, let's throw on the neon outfit again. With a big DLT? Yeah, no, that's dumb, though. I would gladly get rid of that if possible. Where is the neon outfit again? There we are. All right. Neon outfit supremacy. I suppose I'll probably just go turn off the random outfits then. That's dumb you say that like it's off brand for you. Okay, now, I want you to go look at every single intro that I got for every single episode and be like, yeah, starting out with a reference to an old discontinued McDonald's product is totally normal. That's totally normal for this channel. It is, though. It's not, though. Look, if you can, look, you go link me one, hey, thank you, Forsick. Forsick, if you link me one episode where I have not started out talking about the item, but instead started out talking about discontinued McDonald's products, then I will do a full McDLT intro. One episode. One singular episode. Specifically McDonald's, let's just say any fast food. Burger looks tasty? Oh, come on. It is like literally, all it is just like they made a regular burger and they put like a ton of extra styrofoam waste associated with it. Second DLC is everything up to the second boss. Hand of the King? Maybe. I don't know. The one where you got wasted? I can go look at the various episodes where I've gotten wasted, and I can tell you that none of them started out with me not talking about that. Did you reset already? Oh, you missed it. Yeah, now we're trying to comb through my archives. Now we're trying to comb through my archives to find any point in time where I started out an episode talking about fast food. Are there wasted episodes? Yeah, like, okay, there was the original one, which was the Shots for Shots, me doing the collector's syringe for, and every time I activated it, I had to take a shot of vodka. There was, yeah, the recent New Year's run, which I did on New Year's. And last year, I think like 2 days before the DLC, I just did a wasted stream. There was also the 8-hour Noita stream, but I didn't really get wasted during that. I just had a drink. And oh yeah, like if we're talking like the old episodes, I was getting drunk like basically before every single stream. We're talking about like the 2018 Twitch streams. Because I was very, very nervous to stream, you understand. That was also when I tended to do streams with the second guy. Is there a VOD? No. Get drunk? No. It's like 8:30 in the morning, dude. Ugh. It'll be terrible. Yeah, Twitch 2018. That was the old Twitch. That was the one where, like, every time I died in Enter the Gungeon, I was just taking a drink, and we got like that was like the origin of piss streams. That was like the origin of the vodka. No, what was it? The Jaeger Dew. That's what it was. When I just had a big, huge bottle of Jägermeister for a few streams and was drinking it with a 2-liter of Mountain Dew that I had. Yeah, that was good stuff. Anyway, so it's 10:40 p.m. in Malaysia. I don't drink, so drink for me. I don't like. No, it's 8:30 in the. I just woke up. Jaeger Dew. It's spelled with a J. It's Jägermeister. Jägermeister. You know, it's a sort of like an anise. Is it anise flavored? Hair of the dog. I haven't gotten drunk in like weeks. Basically since the New Year's stream. Now, anyway. And peer pressure, shut up, everybody. You're right, like Jägermeister. Oh, you even got the accent over the A. Why do you sound like... I just woke up! I just woke up. I just called it Jaeger-Dew. Yes. That was like for 3 or 4 streams I was drinking that because I had like a full gallon bottle of Jägermeister. Do a Chinese New Year drunk stream? When's the Chinese New Year? That's actually a good question. That should be very soon, actually, right? Yeah, it was a really big bottle. That was like a bottle you could kill someone with. My parents don't drink, but they got it for like a I don't remember. They got it like as a anniversary present or something, so they just gave it to me. And I'm like, I don't know. I guess I can get some stream content out of this. That was yesterday. Good job, idiots. We missed the inaugural start of the Year of the Ox. I do. Yeah, the thing is that the Kirkland. Let's just do some runs here, I guess. The Kirkland vodka is like I haven't even gone through half of that, so you know. Yeah, if I wanted to break out the forbidden sauce, I could. Like I absolutely could. It was a 2-liter bottle of Kirkland's Best brand vodka. The kind that you get at Costco, basically. And that's how it works, baby. As punishment, don't lose this fucking run. I don't know, man. I can't promise anything. Never too early to date. We're not going to do that. If I'm having trouble starting out a run right now, certainly, like, getting absolutely, totally blotto is not a great idea. Peak content. I'd take a repeater crossbow, but not right now. And that's how you do it. That's how you do that, by the way. Okay. You like no new boomer bow model? Yeah, I think it's probably better considering the original one was so silly looking. But you know. Yeah, you know what? I'll take that for right now. For the content, do you want me to like wait? Do you want me to wait until like I don't know? Do you want to use the original intro? And then wait until like later in the day and we can go do a fun drunk run or something. Like I said, I already have an episode recorded. I can go take like, I can go mix up just like a small drink. It's not going to be big. We're not going to go New Year's Day again. But like, I don't know. I guess I could do that. And we could just do, like I said, like a watch party, little post commentary over that. Drinking is bad. Okay, fair enough. I won't do that then. Well, we can just use the original intro and go from this one right here. Or at least try. See how it goes. Yeah. Okay, there we are. Watch party sounds fun. What, where you just sit down, have a pleasant drink, and then go and watch an okay run. It's an okay run. It's not great. I was able to get through the sewers, though. Just something that's not super common. Where are you shooting? Anyway. Continuing on here. Drink a Motai for the theme? Motai. Motai. Not familiar. Not to start the episode yet. It's been 30 minutes. No. We're now talking about... Wait, what are we talking about? Whatever. Watch Bible Black as a family. You know, straight up, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I was thinking, what better time to start up the Bible Black series for real than the most romantic of holidays? Ooh, that was close. Ever tried boba tea? I have not, actually. I think I would probably like it. Sort of thing I would. So yeah, I think that what I'll do... How long is that game? Could I do the entire thing in like a go? Or would that be too hard? Wow, that's fucking sad. I'm in. Go get my OnlyFans started up. You know what holiday it was on Thursday? No. No, I don't. If you speed through the text... Come on now. I might as well go find just like the CG pack if I'm going to do that. I shouldn't say that because that reveals a little bit too much knowledge about things. I forgot. Anyway. What's going on here? Hi, Liam. What is going on here now? Are people collaborating against me right now? Because I will not accept that. It's called Fat Thursday, which is based around eating copious amounts of sweet and fatty stuff, particularly donuts. Really? Because we have like a Fat Tuesday before Mardi Gras in the States here. Strange. Neat. I can't believe I missed that. I would have enjoyed that sort of thing. I didn't have anything particularly fatty, at least fattier than usual. It's unfortunate. Anyway. I'm an accountant. I am not an accountant. I am just a government man. No, I'm not that either. Oh yeah, I should remember that it's like this. I do have the Cocoon here. I like the novel Fat Tuesday by Sandra Brown. Probably based off of that, right? Yeah, I'm an accountant. I'm one of those guys that has like... I'm one of those guys that, you know, is an accountant, quote unquote, but is also super ripped and has an awful lot of tattoos for being an accountant. But I am wearing a button-up shirt, so, you know, story checks out. Right? We consider an explosive crossbow to be the strongest weapon? Nah, there's stronger weapons than this. Like, I mean, also, you know, the strength of weapons is largely dependent on, like, what sort of build you have, too, which does make a big difference. You're a gang member? No, the porn star was more what I was going for. Whatever. In the same way that you are also like a 40-year-old teenager with a conspicuous amount of tattoos. But anyway, you're gonna make me explain it, I suppose. Oh, long-time YouTube fan. What a weird sentence to come in on. But yeah, hey, doing Cocoon today, kind of. I don't know. It might be like how that's. I very much disagree with the hitbox on that. It's been a rough ride. Let's just say that, and we might be doing it a little bit later in a different fashion. So look out for that. In the meantime, yeah, I mean, it's just like every single time I do one of these shield-based runs, they're all kind of, like, not great. I'll admit it. Minus that. Go full-on 100% shielding run this time if I felt like it. Do I, though? Hey. Now, like, 5 more seconds of mashing on enemies with this thing, and I should be alive. What do we got? I'll take this for right now. Maybe I'll throw her in the legendary 4 shield run. I mean, the thing is, we're getting pretty close there, aren't we? No punishment. Ah, whatever. Punishment's fine. I don't need it. Do you have any tattoos? I was stabbed once with a colored pencil. Does that count? No? Well, okay. Then no. It was green, so it basically just looks like a vein. Anyway. Ah, come on. Wait, were you actually? Yes. I'm trying to figure out how to get over to here. When did you get stabbed? I don't know, like 15 years ago? How'd you survive the stabbing? Oh, it was just in my arm. I blocked it, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah. Confirms he was in school? That didn't happen in school. Anyway. I go in Fractured Shrines in this run. I don't know if this run is going to continue for too much longer at this rate. Besides, there is kind of like a secondary sort of stream that I guess is going to be happening today. Meaning he's at least 20 years old. No, I'm 6 years old. We've already gone over this. Like, how do you forget? Oh, come on. See, I told you this one isn't going to be lasting too long. Really, I should just stop it right here. Yeah, oh, well, there you go. You weren't alive 15 years ago, wasn't I? What if I got the Benjamin Button Merlin disease? He's like in his late 30s. I like every single time that you say that, I get older and older in your eyes. Like I'm rapidly aging every single stream. All right, you want to try to do the real episode? One place people use colored pencils. I have like some colored pencils on me. Not like a whole lot of them, but here and there. In his early 40s. Oh no. Even it's speeding up. We're hitting the curve. I'm just going to be like a skeleton streaming soon enough. How long did it take to get all 5? Not too well. The thing is, I was playing the game as they were introduced, so basically it took me like an hour or something to get the first 3, and then it took months to get this next 2, I guess. Streaming while he has a full-time job means he's having a midlife crisis. I mean, that would imply that I had a life to begin with. Anyway, let's try. Let's try this. You drank from the wrong grail. Oh no, not again. Okay. Let's start this in 5, 4, 3, etc. Yeah, I drank from the cum chalice. Making me both older and horny. Ah, man. God, I don't even know what to do here. Oh, no. Oh, God. I have way too much common knowledge about him, and yet it's all wrong. Interesting. Think about that. Consider that for a second. Remember Doc's old showcase runs using that one weapon only? Yeah, and it was a starting weapon, too. Like a level 1 version of it. Cocoon, it does you a protect. If you fail to protect from your attack, you get 11 seconds of knockback. Wow, that's terrible. I'm going to use it. No. God, I want to just use like the original intro, but first off, make DLT, and second off, 92 people heard you say "Come Chalice." Yeah. Yeah. Like I don't even know what else to say here. People know about the "Come Chalice," right? Like I mean, that's like as common knowledge as like Pinkie Pie in the jar, right? No. No, we'll save that for the Bible Black. You know what I should actually do is just like for Valentine's Day, Hoonie Pop 2 just came out. Except I kind of already have Hoonie Pop 1 on the let's just continue doing runs, I suppose, at this rate. So like, you know, that would also be a good option too. I think I'm definitely going to do Bible Black because that one is sort of on the list. Is there a Come Chalice context? No, I probably shouldn't read that. I probably shouldn't read, like, I'm sure, like, the Urban Dictionary or whatever. No, know your meme, in all likelihood. It's more of a meme thing, right? Page on that. You can go look it up yourself if you want. So the Aphrodite outfit for Valentine's Day? It's not Valentine's Day, though. By the way, I'm sorry, chat, to inform you. I am, in fact, your Valentine. And your tiger. Oh my god. Unfortunately, I can't play that song now due to Monka TOS. Extra meanie today. What's up with that? Ah, damn it. Well, just kill me now, I guess. Come Chalice is the scene from Bible Black. I haven't played Bible Black. How do you unlock the dispensary? Beat one cell mode, basically. I got an entire in-depth tutorial of it on YouTube. It's labeled, how do I get those tubes? Play one round. I can't, though. We can't play Manuel because, again, TOS. Like, look, don't blame me. Blame Twitch. I don't want it to be this way. It just is. Well, anyway, continuing on here. I mean, it's like as much as I want to really use this as much as possible, it's like getting hit even a single time is half my health. That is still, well, not in this area, but in all future areas. There we are. It's nothing even good. I hate all this. What is? Is that complete the Cocoon challenge? What is the Cocoon challenge? Okay, Bill Wirtz, if you're still here, can you tell me what you want the intro to be? You paid the money after all. Come on. Don't play stupid, you know what you signed up for. For what? Start the episode. I want to make the... Still. Fine, fuck it. We're just going to use the original intro then, and I'm going to go to the second area. Because, like, I'm not going to go redo that. I already did it once. Yeah, you know what? I'll take this. Sure. Fine, we'll use the original intro. And then we'll just get over to the second area and we'll continue on from there. Until that point, we can talk about cum as much as you want. Did pay the points again. It's like, what can I even say? You do the crime, you get the time. The crime being giving me points. I saw that. You're not gonna fool me. Yeah. There. Anyway, good amount of money too. Now you have 2 shields. I would consider this more protection against me failing to do a parry than a shield. And anyway, trust me when I say that it's probably going to be switched out sooner than later. Ooh, woo, what's this notices bulge? Take it? I could take it. For now. Anyway. Now what are we talking about? Come do a channel reward where you have to nut. Now that would definitely be against TOS. There we are. Still not really giving me anything good here, are you? Oh, come on! Pack to pack? Nah. That works with so many fewer items than you'd think it would. It's unfortunate. Rift? Oh, there's a rift there? If there's not a rift there, and I'm going to be mad. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay. Fine. Monka TOS. Anyway. There's no rift and the stream is over. Yeah, that's what I should have said. Missed a tinted rift, yes. Now then. Yeah, so we're just going to go do the original intro. I'm probably just going to start it directly from the second area because I remember that the sewers, like, at the very beginning for the original intro, we, it was mostly me talking about, like, book reports, so I could do that one again. I could take a second pass at it. Hey Doc, what are your fetishes? Who would answer that question on stream? What sort of absolute mad lad would talk about that sort of thing? Now then. Oh, you know what? Give me that. Oh, yeah, the videos were like a forced book report. Yeah. You know, if I am going to just redo that entire thing, maybe I should just do a regular intro then. Yeah, let's do it. I apologized, okay? Not enough, though. Yanners would talk about it. Would talk about... No, she wouldn't. What the fuck are you talking about? All right. Anyway, points, please. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. All right, let's start this in 5, 4, 3, 2. When things are getting too hot, and you want to keep it cool, we got the Cocoon, giving you 360-degree parry protection, making it so that you can actually use two-handed weapons while still getting the many benefits of the various mutations that activate on parry. So I have a whole bunch of two-handed weapons, and just a hope and a prayer that I am not going to mess up the parry over and over and almost immediately die. If you do, it's a 12-second cooldown plus a just a lot of lack of protection. Now, on using the item, you do get quite a bit of stun time around you, so even if you don't quite successfully do it, it does still give you at least something of a grace period where you can get out of a hot zone, but it's still... I'm going to do that one again. The fact that you remember that off your top of your head. What? Remembered what? I'm on antidepressants. I don't get horny. You know, the funny thing is I am too. So what does that say about me? I don't know. No? No Cocoon reference? No, I was told explicitly to do McDLT references. All right, all right. Now then. Entire stream should be roses are red, violets are blue, but they're not. They're violet. It's called violets. Roses are red, violets are blue. This whole stream is pee pee poo poo. Anyway, let's start this in 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, same intro, same intro. Same intro, we'll just do it better. Yes. We decided whether or not you're going to redo the last Crosscode episode. Oh, I was told by the guy that he did that it was okay if I just didn't. I mean, I was considering it, but it is also like 4 hours long. So maybe like focus on other series instead. I don't think it's entirely incorrect that I would kind of like to do that, but you know. No, antidepressants do have like a reduced horniness aspect to them. That is a thing. That is a thing they warn you about. Also, sleepiness. Speaking of Crosscode, what's the next game? Well, we're going to be continuing on with Ghost of Tsushima. I'm probably going to try and get a lot done with that with this weekend, and then Bible Black. But you know, that's going to be on a different website, a different webbed site. Warning: will not get you horny. It's strange that they have to put that on most products that exist. Yes, Jin Sakai of the Exploding Knees. Anyway, I'm just probably gonna cut up that last stream and put it into the episode rather than making that an episode by itself, because I was watching it and it's just like, man, I spent like 10 minutes talking about the Encourage raid in Classic World of Warcraft. Well, anyway. Yeah, we'll be stopping every 10 minutes. Well, you'll see how that works. I think people are going to be more disappointed about that than they think. Okay. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. When things are getting too hot, and you need to keep it cool, we got the Cocoon, giving you 360-degree parry protection for a cooldown of 12 seconds, but it resets automatically if you do successfully get a parry. It is an item that really makes the two-handed weapons start to pop off, giving you the same sort of cool mutations as well as normal protection that you would get from having a shield, without giving up the 2 slots that you need to use to get it. However, it does still come with the same sort of issues that using any sort of shield has, where if you fail it, you are going to be taking an awful lot of damage. So I am fully expecting this to be like a lot of the other shield showcase runs that I've had, where it's completely terrible, because it has been up until this point. This is what, day 4 of trying to get a run working now? Even at very, very high levels of survival in the current landscape of Dead Cells, you take a lot of damage, and it is rough. However, I do like finally being able to use two-handed weapons without having to give up anything. So I'm hoping that as long as I do it right, that this is going to be totally fine. Also, one of the fun things about this weapon is that if you have a couple shields here, it also takes like the various aspects of the shields, the affixes that you get, and applies it to the Cocoon as well. So for example, I have poisons enemies block with parry as well as freeze. So if I do that against these guys, try and get the rampager here. Come on now. Wait, what? The like thing didn't activate. I don't even. Oh man, this is already a great start to this episode, and it has only been like a couple seconds here. Yeah, I pressed the button and it took like a couple seconds for that to activate. I've noticed that a couple times when I'm using this, but I'm not entirely... But yeah, you saw, he gets parried, he gets got poisoned. This is all totally worth it to try and show this out. God, I almost just want to restart the episode. So yeah, there's like a real set of cool affixes that you could potentially get with this, where you could apply a ton of different damage over time and effects on enemies, like the 300% damage. It's just, I think that, as you've seen from the last little bit of fun shenanigans that I was trying to pull there, it's not the easiest thing to pull off. So maybe not attempt to make that run work this time. Anyway, the Cocoon also does give you a little bit of protection, even if you do fail the parry, by stunning enemies around you. So you're not entirely left high and dry if you are unable to get the proper parry. It's just, man, that 10-second cooldown does mean that you really have to pay attention if you are going to be getting that or not, because it's going to be the literal difference between life and death over the course of the run. Oh, man, oh, man. I mean, aside from that, it's like, damn it. If only the thing activated when I did it. Oh, well. Doc, have you ever been finger banged? No. Can you chain parry with Cocoons? Not as easily. Like there's like a very slight cooldown in between using it. It's weird. Okay. Let's try it again. All right, starting in. Why is that the one you read? Which one? Anyway. I would have gotten out of the prisoner's quarters just fine if I didn't try and show off the whole shield affix thing. I thought that was a cool thing that would have been cool to show off, but the thing didn't think the thing. Doc, have you ever been finger banged? No, I haven't. Like, why do people keep asking me that? Anyway. Okay. Let's start this in 5, 4, 3, 2. If things are getting too hot and you want to keep it cool, we got the Cocoon. 360-degree parry protection with a 10-second cooldown, but it resets automatically if you're able to successfully get a parry. That means that you can now use two-handed weapons while also still having the full suite of protection from having a shield, as long as you're able to get those parries over and over. You know, that cooldown can be the sort of thing that the difference between life and death if you mess it up. And, I mean, as much as I do like using two-handed weapons and everything like that, this is going to be more or less the same sort of run as any one of the other shield ones that I've done, which is to say, kind of rough. Because if you miss a parry on these enemies, you're taking like more than half of your health in just a single hit. At least, from what I've seen so far. And from what I've seen so far is actually quite a bit, as this is, what, day 4? They were trying to get the run working? Oh man, I can only hope that this one's going to go well, but at least I have a very good idea of how to get this thing really working for myself if I just take it even a little bit slow and a little bit carefully. One of the things you really don't want to do is, even if you get 360-degree protection, is not try and get yourself surrounded by enemies and then try and use this. Or, well, that actually is not entirely true, because you can get this to work by not getting a parry, and you just get like a little bit of stun time, but still the huge cooldown remains. So this one it's a rough run. It's a rough run as anything that I do trying to involve a whole lot of shields does, but I think it's one that can work. Additionally, much like the Iron Staff, there is a little bit of interesting tech that you can do with this item. Much like the Iron Staff, it does take the affixes of other shields that you have in your inventory and apply them to the parry. Probably a, let's just say, an oversight on Motion Twin, but you can see that if I get a parry with this, I should be able to burn enemies, bleed enemies, can do stuff like freeze enemies, the 300% extra damage. There's a lot of different things that could work to make this item quite overpowered. However, you still have to get a whole lot of parries, which is not the easiest thing. Here, let's check that out right now. Not against you. But against... Come on now. But against, let's say, like a... You know, like one of these guys up here. As you can see, burning and bloody. So that's fun. I'm not going to try and make that work. I think that's a little bit excessive, but if you want to go for a real gimmicky run, that is something that is possible. I don't know. Right now, I just want to get a little bit more usage out of two-hand weapons because it's been some time. I mean, as much as I do like stuff like the various crossbows as well as the scythe claws, you really do lose out on a lot by not having a shield in survival run. So having this, I think, is going to, just in general, make that a lot more palatable to use. And I can start to use stuff like the explosive crossbow like way more often. Which, I mean, this weapon, still great. The slam down is good, the damage is good. There's a lot of great stuff happening with it. I mean, additionally, stuff like the repeater crossbow has actually become quite overpowered in recent days from what I've been told, so getting an actual shield out there at the same time that I can still use that is going to be quite nice. I think I'm probably going to save the scythe claws for a little bit later in the run just because, well, the start of these runs always tends to be the most difficult. It is really, really rough, so just attempting to go for a little bit more ranged survival is going to do me good, I think. In the meantime, though, ice crossbow, would it be worth it? I do get bleeding and bleeding synergy. Yeah, sure. Besides, this is also one that I feel like I have not really given enough usage to as of late, so should be a fun go-through anyway. Now then, I'm still just so hesitant to try and go for the parries a lot of the time, but with the right number of mutations, they all do apply on this weapon as well, I should be able to start to get a lot of healing, cooldown reduction potentially, just a lot of fun stuff to make this work. It's just, man, if you miss it even once, even one time. Oh well, having the ice armor could help me out with trying to prevent me, you know, making it a little bit more safe to go for parries, but I think I do want to go for more raw damage than anything else, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Aside from that, I guess we're going sewers this time because that's something that I decided at the start of the run. Probably not a great idea, but that's what we're doing. All right, let's just go. Ice crossbow is pog. Yeah, it's good, but it's also like, you know, the setup when you're surrounded by enemies can be a little bit difficult to pull off. Probably better against like bosses than not. And of course, the other thing with this run, one of the fun facts that we got going on here is that it wasn't just on screen that I've been trying to get this run working, but also I got a potentially post-commentary run that we can do a little bit later if this is just wholly, entirely unsuccessful. So if I die before getting into the next area, expect me to just automatically switch over to that. I don't know. I like the occasional little post-commentary, and I think it's going to be fun to do on stream. If it really just does not work, maybe. I don't know. Let's just see how this goes. Bubblegum ice cream? I don't really like bubblegum ice cream. I always feel like, you know, ice cream should be creamy and not like adding in chewy aspects to it. I usually just like chocolate ice cream with like something basic on there. Maybe like a I don't know, like a fruit syrup? Well, anyway, this has nothing to do with anything. I'm thinking Armadillo Pack. Also getting a little bit of even more extra parry stuff out of there, despite the fact that I'm not using a shield otherwise. Because for whatever reason, if you do have Armadillo Pack proc, it does also proc the other various parry mutations that you have. So stuff like What Doesn't Kill Me can actually activate a lot more often than you think. However, I think for right now, let's just take good old Gastronomy. It's always a safe take. Really helps heal you up, everything like that. Kill Rhythm with Ice Crossbow could be good. I think I probably want to save Kill Rhythm for a little bit later and focus on more on defensive stuff for the time being, just because, you know. One of the fun things about this weapon, too, is that it will also parry things that aren't normally parryable. Stuff like the... Oh, no. No, you don't. Stuff like the slam down from the bombers there, but also stuff like the slam from the slammers, which is, you know, like an earthquake type of thing. Usually not something that should even be like anything resembling parryable, but it is possible. So in some ways the Cocoon is actually better than a shield. Still, like I said, not the easiest thing to get working, and if you miss it, that's bad. Yep, like I missed it there. I could have easily gotten a lot of damage. I didn't realize very quickly that was on cooldown. Now then, what else is going to be happening in this run? Because malaise is still a big issue, and faster enemies means harder parries too, on top of everything else. So, yeah, it's watching out is important. You can also do stuff like reflect those bombs and everything, but that does not cause the cooldown reduction to be reset, so kind of got to use that prudently. So it does give you all the aspects of a full shield. It's just, yeah, there's also some very obvious downsides. Now then, good, and freezing is at least helping, kind of. I don't know. I think that for the time being, especially because there's a lot of enemies that are getting spawned in this area in particular, I probably want to go take something like a explosive crossbow or repeater crossbow that can hit in a really large area instead. You know, something that will be killing a massive amount of enemies rather than just focusing on getting one or two at a time. A line of enemies at best, if I could just get some sort of piercing on this weapon. Now then. Oh, if I can nail this parry, that's going to be good. If I can't, that's going to be very bad. And you know what? I'm just... I got hit anyway. No. Ugh. Also, enemies teleporting in here is just super not helping either when it comes to trying to hit the enemies I'm trying to. Yep. Parry one, didn't parry everything. I knew it was going to happen like that. Ah, well. If only I could find... What is up here on top? That appears to be like a lore room. I don't know if I've ever seen that one before. Maybe it's got foodstuffs in it. Does not appear to have that. Now then, if I can just find one piece of food, that would be exactly what I'm looking for. But yeah, it's like I said, the enemies spawning in constantly are not making this any easier. There. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. A freeze shield. An armadillo pack, that could kind of be good. But I don't think it's going to come up in that way. There. Come on. Ah, damn it. Fine, fine. I can at least get, like, as much money as possible and try and make that, and just try and get some food a little bit later on. Want to showcase every lore room in the game? I feel like I mostly have showcased every lore room in the game at this point in time. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh. Just give me a couple seconds here to try and... Oh, it's too low on the Too low below me. I mean, Ice Crossbow still has the same issue as a lot of survival weapons. Does not really hit above and below it very well now, does it? I hate all of this. Now then, what are we doing? We're doing Cocoon. However, as I was saying before, as with all shields, it generally does not tend to go too well because I use it too much and take too much damage. To be honest, I'm not even trying to get the whole Cocoon aspect working right now just because it is so, like, problems are arising everywhere now, aren't they? Good. No, yeah, the stun timing still can work. It's just like even if you're not planning to get the actual parry, and I think I'm going to be relying on that maybe for a little bit until I can get my health back at least. This could be good. I think I probably want the Bloodthirsty Shield though. If I am taking the Armadillo pack soon enough, that is an item that will be quite good. And then, as I was saying, something that will kill enemies a little bit more when they're grouped up a lot more rather than, you know, hoping and praying that I'll be able to get a parry properly or freezing them as what was happening there. I don't know. It's a high-stress episode once again. Let's just say that. How does Cocoon work on projectiles? Can you spam against Conjunctivius? Yes, you can. It's a hard weapon to spam, though. It's not really as spammable as you want it to be, basically. Like, there's a very clear, like, tiny cooldown in between using this. But it's, like, it's noticeable when you're just trying to, like, press the button over and over and over again. However, I'm going to be going for the Conjunctivius, because, you know, between all of the good parry opportunities that you get from... Very nice. Between all the good parry opportunities that you get from, like, the Conjunctivius herself, every one of the tentacles should make for a very easy parry game. Hopefully. Ah, jeez. Okay. I did not die there. Also sets up those guys for... The parry does also set up those guys for taking a lot of damage really quickly, too. It's just... Make sure your timing's on point. Good. Good, good. Why are we talking about Lola Bunny in chat? You know that I don't like Space Jam. Oh, that's a 60 kills, too. Still in... How much damage have I taken in this area? Still got 60 kills? Man. Really does go to show you how, like... Huh. How good you have to be at the game at this point in time. Now then. Are you furry enough to like Lola Bunny? Not really. I don't know. The Looney Tunes general art design... I don't find that too aesthetic. Is that just me? Oh, come on. Oh. Like something about that sort of cartoonishness. But yes, as you can see, it does work just fine on projectiles. Yeah, where'd you even come from? Anyway. Oh, it is just... I mean, even though I did get the healing there, I'm still so worried. However... It's working. It's working. There. And this one cannot be... You don't get... No, you do get extra ammo from ammo mutations, which might be worth taking for this. I don't know. I'm considering it, but I just don't... Probably not. Oh, well. In the meantime, I'm still taking out quite a few enemies. And that is... slightly lowering my malaise that I have. It's not really going to be too much. Wait, what? Why are people conspiring against me in chat right now? What is even going on? I mean, I can read what you're saying there, even if I'm talking about... even if I'm trying to actually talk about the episode, Anyway. Lunatics Unleashed. Yes, I do remember that. I remember people being very incensed at the idea, but it's like, I don't remember it being that bad of a show. A weird, weird concept, though. Like, I guess I kind of liked it just because it was so surreal and nonsensical that it's like, hey, we're going to make edgy, like, superheroes out of Looney Tunes characters? But it's like, man, whoever thought of that, it's just like, I guess it really brought in that, that Space Jam energy. And y'all like Space Jam, but you don't like that one, eh? Darkwing Duck was amazing? Yes, I do agree with that. Darkwing Duck was great. That was a lot more jokey, though. Also, it's like... Disney, so not quite the same thing. Like, I feel like there's a certain amount of seriousness occasionally that, like, Disney stuff goes into. Rather than being almost entirely gag-based like Looney Tunes. So they can get away with it a little bit better. Like, is that a thing? Is that anything? Nah, it's really not. All right. Let's see what we got going on in here, because this is usually the place where runs tend to end. Let's just say that right now. This is, again, 300% damage with the cocoon and freezing. But it's like, no, I don't think any of this is really worth taking as of right now. Just going to keep going and just hope that I have some form of healing coming up here. I guess I'll probably take it myself. By the way, thanks to the person last time who said that acceptance no longer curses you when you eat food. You're wrong, but you did get me killed off screen. I don't know who said that. I still got a chip on my shoulder about it. Shields. Not really what I'm looking for right now. And now, the problems are going to arise, and very quickly, I would think. Yep, I'm already not liking this. Can parry pretty much all the attacks from those guys. And also, explosive crossbow does go through those, go through the weirded warriors just because explosions aren't stopped by... The projectile might be, but the explosions are not stopped by the stuff. All right, come on. Wow, multiple of them, eh? Ooh, nice. There we are. Okay, come on now. Oh boy, that's a fun combination of enemies. Still might be able to take them out easily enough here. So, how y'all doing? Me? Just, okay, come on now. In the same spot each time? No, just keep going. Why not? This is dumb, but I'm just going to take whatever sort of advantages that I can possibly get. Okay. I mean, I guess if you're looking for how exactly things spawn in this game, that's where you should be looking at. Okay. Just sit on a chain and see where enemies start to show up over and over and over. Okay, didn't quite get it there. Gotta make sure that if things even start to go badly when it comes to parrying stuff, that I am prepared. But it's like, yeah, you can parry these enemies. Notably, normally unparryable and also unstunnable. It's cool. Same thing with that. Considered a melee attack, no less. However, not something I think that I would recommend doing a whole lot of the time. That one is at least normally parryable by shields. Just keep slamming down on the ground here. And then just slam them, slam and jam. Welcome to the Space Jam. Okay, that works. Etc. Your malaise is showing. I know. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, chat! Don't look at my malaise. No, don't look there. I'm so embarrassed. Ooh. Okay, just slam them into the wall until I win, and then I get oiled sword. Oiled sword could be okay. I mean, like I was saying, you know, the whole like taking on the other affixes means that getting like a slower but more effective weapon, a slower weapon that could also have like a secondary shield. There's a case to be made for trying that out. However, I'm kind of committed entirely to doing the old. Okay. All right. Kind of committed entirely to doing the old two-handed weapon approach this time, so don't think we're going to see too much of that. I'll at least pick it up, I suppose, to make sure that nothing else is going to be getting shields, if nothing else, though. And there it is. Can't stop it, baby. I don't know. Chat, if you got any opinion on if you want to see like a little bit of slower weapon, extra shield action for extra powerful Cocoon, let me know. Now then. Sell it? Okay. Just keep slamming these on each other. They'll die just by falling on top of each other. And that's good. Gotcha. Gotcha. Nailed it. Okay. God, I still hate Toxic Malaise, but at least I'm kind of making it work this time to a certain extent. Nope. And by nope, I mean die already. Hold it. I mean, it's like I want to go for the Armadillo pack, though, eventually as well, because there's good synergies, so I don't know if I want to get rid of it entirely. I got like 300% extra damage with the right stuff, though. I would not be opposed to taking that. How much more powerful is this? Not that much more powerful. Bleeding, thawing, freeze enemies. No. Let's not try to get too precious. I had a plan that I started out with. I should keep on that, I think. Oh, come on now. Didn't even get the thing. Got so many elites here, I hate it. It's working, though. There. I guess I might as well. It's like, how much different is it really going to be compared to everything else that's been happening, really? There we are. Good money, too. Okay, now. Did anybody say anything about, like, I have to now? No, I don't have to do anything. You can't make me. You can't pressure me into just going and... Okay, that works. You can't just pressure me into going and taking whatever items that you want me to. I gave you a chance and you said no. Or at least one person said no, and I listened to one person. Wow, I could not hit that guy at all, could I? Yeah. Yeah. I'm okay. I hate... Hey, wait a second. What happened to my, crusher? It just disappeared. Oh, great. I'm going to have to deal with an elite one of those guys. Got it. I'm somehow managing to remain alive. Yep, just keep doing this. This'll work. Yes. I got the tech. Stop it. Stop it. Stop doing that. Okay. There we are. Man, I hate this area. It's actually going okay, though, all things considered. Oh, man. Throw the crusher down there. I tried, but the guy was so fast that it was just kind of like ignoring it. Like the elite toxic miasma was so fast that it just kind of walked right around it. And it's like, it didn't even care. It did not even give me the time of day when it came to crushering. Like, it just dove right back into the ground. Ever played Salt and Sanctuary? I've watched a bunch of other people play it. I've never played it myself. Not that interested, to be honest. What do you have for Cudgel? Eh, nothing all that good. But hey, I managed to get through this area without dying. Hooray! For now. Yeah, but, like, yeah. I also get, like, full health and everything, too. I should go sell the I'm not going to use the oiled sword. I should go sell that as well. Cool. Then down here. In fact, I probably should have just sold that for the extra buff here. I didn't really necessarily need that much health. Would have been totally fine. One of these days, I'm going to hit this guy. And that's going to be a day to remember. Anyway, God, maybe it's not worth selling this just so I can get out of here faster. Like, good God. The enemy spawn is so intense. It's like, what am I even going to do about this? Yeah, I don't think it was worth it to get that money, to be honest. I survived it, but it wasn't worth it. Now then. Okay, I'm unsubbing. Okay, that's fine. What? Wait, why? Also, what? There's like 3 enemies left? Yeah, but whatever. I mean, it's... No, actually, that's a good point. How is the melee still increasing when there's only like 3 enemies left? Take it up with Motion Twin, I suppose. Not worth the stress. Should have sold it earlier. Yeah, but I was really considering taking it. Because like I said, there's some real techniques that you can use with having multiple shields on you at once. You didn't take the sword? I did. You said not to take the sword. Like, everybody said not to take the sword. I said, hey, should I take the sword? And you said no. We need to roll back the tape. Okay, well, this is not the easiest area to go through, but I should be able to at least deal with it mostly. Like, the parrying and everything should make it a little bit easier for the tentacles, if none of the other ones. Kind of like to try parrying one of the ball and chains just to see if that's even possible, but I also know that that's a terrible, terrible, horrible idea. I'd also like to try parrying one of the mushroom guys here, the spikers, but I also know that's an maybe worse idea than anything else that I've come up with so far. At least the keys are pretty plentiful. I mean, it's like, I'm sure I could probably do it. It's just, I also know that it takes a long time for them to come out of the ground, and that's a problem. Some of the guys turn to elites and kill them to reduce more melees. I think that's just putting myself in a much more dangerous position if I tried to do that. Like, if I get hit by an elite especially, that's bad. That's bad things that would be occurring. Observe. Okay. Come on now. The failed experiments don't actually count those things. Don't actually count those the cocoon as an attack, so they won't dodge it, which actually makes it a little bit easier to deal with them. But because they will dodge shields. However, still got to actually successfully do the parry. Just say that right now. Good God. just get rid of those things first. If I get exploded upon, that's also everything's very bad. So many very bad things. Wait, why'd you unsub? I missed it. All things considered, this... Okay, never mind. I was going to say this run is going fine, and now it's not. That was my entire health. All of it. 100% from 100 to 0, baby. Wow. See, I told you it wasn't a good idea to try and parry those things if I even was trying to do that there, which I wasn't. I just didn't see the thing on the ground because there were so many other enemies attacking me at the same time. Okay, well, it's a lot of fun. Full melees increases damage taken? I don't think so. Usually just makes the enemies faster and like start to spawn in, but maybe. That's max melees for you, I suppose. I was mashing on the button to do the parry, by the way. So you want to do the post commentary thing now? Wherein I also die after that? Yes. All right, let's do that. And then go and mash these episodes together. Watch vid and get content. It's a vid I created. Like, does that not count for anything? All right, let's take a look. Sound good there? Actually, I should probably just pump that up entirely. Get director's cut of Persona 5 Episode 2? No, not right now. I have other things to do. Like after this run and everything. Can't just go through and watch all of my old videos. You'll get a director's cut version of Brain Lord. Yeah, sure. There's VLC. I use VLC, everybody. I know everybody hates VLC, but whatever. I don't care. Also, over 100 viewers to watch me do a pre-recorded... Well, it's not a pre-recorded stream. It's a pre-recorded whatever. People hate VLC. I don't know why, but it's like everybody hates VLC. But it's like I get command line usage and everything like that. It's like, yeah, I use VLC for ripping the audio out of clips as well. So I got a batch file set up for that. If I need to. It's loading too quickly. I can't get it when it's fading here. Nothing wrong with VLC. It's free and it works. I don't know. Every single time. I mean, I guess maybe it's because my knowledge of what sort of like encoders or whatever people use is entirely from 4chan, but everybody seemed to hate VLC. Now then, all right, who wants to start this one up? I will just be like straight up watching stuff going on 4chan. I haven't gone on 4chan in like years. But I remember the anime nerds were talking shit about VLC all the time. Unless you make funny green text. I never actually posted on 4chan, by the way. I just read it. Now, all right, who's ready to start up the episode here? I mean, they are the anime nerds. That's true. 4chan still exists, does it? Anyway. All right, let's start this in 5, 4, 3, 2. What a horribly embarrassing... Oh, man. What the hell? See? Told you VLC fucking sucks. Everybody hates it. Now, anyway. Okay. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, why am I doing that? What a terrible end to a run. 4 potion charges still remaining, and I died, like, what? Basically to 2 enemies there. Especially after going through that previous area and getting, what, 80 kills in a row without getting hurt even once? That's pretty good for the corrupted sewers. What is it called? Corrupted confinements? I don't know. Well, anyway, hey, it's a post-commentary episode. We're back here. Say hi, chat. We're doing post-commentary this time. Recorded this one yesterday just because I knew that I was going to have a real hard time with this run, and I wanted to make absolutely sure that I had something to show, even if it wasn't live and in the moment. Thank God. It's like, despite... Now, here's the thing. During this run, I did actually try and parry the spikers a few times. It was a mistake every single time, but at least I didn't take nearly as much damage comparatively. Oh boy, oh boy. Say something about the McDLT. To be honest, it's like the McDLT, I'm sure was probably a fine sandwich, but it looked like, you know, its legacy was probably just adding a whole bunch more. See, I told you it doesn't work. It was adding a whole bunch more styrofoam waste to the world to separate out lettuce and tomatoes on the Cocoon side. But hey, I hope you got your money's worth by me referencing the McDLT several times in this episode. A high-quality sandwich that in retrospect, I might have started thinking about, because I think about roughly at the same time I was watching a lot of Germa streams, and he was also talking about that commercial. And I'm like, oh yeah, I remember the McDLT. Or, well, the commercial for it. I guess I wasn't alive even when it came out, but still. Anyway, what else is going on here? Yeah, despite the fact that you can parry anything, it's like, when it comes to shields, you really do want to be quite prudent with your usage of, you know, actually trying to parry stuff. If you don't need to, you shouldn't. Something that I could really stand to learn myself in a lot of these episodes. But what can I say? I want to try and use these weapons as much as possible, regardless of if it's a good idea or not. Pass Doc, drink a potion. I'm already down 1 potion charge. I'm not going to drink another potion. Besides, I have, like, gastronomy. I have what doesn't kill me. I should be totally okay. And I keep realizing that it's just like I have to stop killing these enemies before I get what doesn't kill me working. And then I messed up the parry anyway, so there's that. And you can actually see that it's like when you go through the levels at a decent clip, you can keep the melees down a little bit. Like, I'm only actually halfway up here, although I did end up using a potion charge. Yeah, I guess. No, melees is still broken. Let's just say that. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Ah, ridiculous. Confirmed younger than 36 because that's when the DLT came out. Oh, is it? Well. To be honest, I just knew it was the 80s. It's like, I'm fairly... Yeah. I for some reason, I thought that was like early 80s or something. I had Jason Alexander in that commercial. Oh, sure you want to go the cardiac surgery route? Oh, no, you're not talking to me. It's just like, I would call this that, considering the amount of stress that it takes to even go through the corrupted confinements in the first place. But yes. What if I time travel and I'm really from the 1920s? Oh man, the roaring 20s. What a time, what a time. See, I told you I didn't need to use a potion charge. And whatever, I'm already basically at full melees at all points in time anyway. It does not matter at all. Ah, well. We are the roaring 20s. No, you're not. There's a significant lack of flapper girls in chat as far as I know. Like, come on. Why would you come to this 20s? Let's be honest here. Aside from maybe having pre-Hays Code movies, what are you gonna do in the 20s? Like, nothing. Ain't no video games that exist in that time period either. I want to go to the place where the video games exist. And mankind's greatest achievement, Dead Cells. Persona 5. Hoonie Pop 2 just came out, everybody. Hope you all have a great Valentine's Day. I know I will. Back to the comfy position. Not anymore. That was like I said, don't go for the parries if you don't need to. Like, good God. I just want to show off the weapon as much as possible, even though it's like it is literally and figuratively hurting me. I don't know. It's like I gotta get out of this mindset that I need to be using this weapon at all points in time. And that's what. Switch keys so you won't accidentally press the secondary attack. But I'm not accidentally pressing the secondary attack. It does give you a really huge amount more range when you're doing that. It's worth it. I just want to go back January 20th and dump all my life savings into GameStop. I want to go dump all my life savings into Dogcoin. By the way, I believe you owe me one, right? Oh, yes, this is post-commentary, too. This is like... The runs were not happening. The last one we saw was the farthest that I've gotten on stream trying to make this thing work, and it's like I still got 100% of my health taken away with stuff like that. Hey, has it crossed $1 yet? Oh, God, no. I don't... Like, to be honest, I don't even know how to, like, invest in... wacky fake currencies. Only real currencies. Gotta, like, set up a wallet or something. I don't know. That one was... I wasn't even trying to parry that. I just messed up the timing there. At least close to the Roaring 20s in the way that speculation is a thing. Yeah, but it's also like you can't take out loans to invest in the stock market anymore. The Roaring 20s were pretty wacky in that respect. BK or McDonald's? To be honest, it's been a while since I've been to BK because Burger King, like, I just don't have any around my job. Whereas I got like a McDonald's very close to my job. So if I'm craving a burg, which is not super often, I'll usually go there instead. And there we go. Still very much do like the oh yeah, and there's the parry with the rolling, which still does work for what doesn't kill me. So it's a worthwhile thing. Thinking of ordering delivery? I guess I'll get a Whopper. If I had the chance, I would. Am I just stealing Germa bits again? Damn it. Gotta stop watching so much that guy. Okay. Keep getting ads for eToro shaming you for not investing in Google and Apple despite being a child at the time that entry was reasonable. What? Why would they shame you for investing in stuff? It's such a volatile, ridiculous market. Can't just be like, oh man, I can't believe you didn't invest in something when it was the good time to do so. It's very complicated. I currently use Kraken and Coinbase. Weird. I should go just like throw $10 into Dogcoin and just be like, that's right, I've got all my investments in memes. But don't you work from home? No, I don't. I very much work in an office. It's actually a quite nice office. But it is like it is like downtown. So I guess if I wanted to walk somewhere, I could probably have like a lot more options in terms of you know, restaurants or whatever, but I don't. I want to go through drive-thrus. So yeah. I didn't know you gone back to the office. Yeah, as of late October, I'm back in the office. So actually quite a while now. You know. You know, doing this right now, I was thinking that it's just like, man, I'm going to have like a million enemies spawning next to me. This is a bad idea. Worked out just fine anyway, though, as it turns out. You like the whole video is pre-recorded? Yeah, like literally I'm playing this on VLC right now. I did this yesterday just because these runs were so not going anywhere. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go full concentration mode. We're not talking here. I'm just going to record footage of this, of having a successful run, and I'll talk over it on stream. That's a way to do content, right? You still show up late to work? Wink. But, is this a successful run? No. But it is a better run than what I had going on before, so we're doing that. 2x Whoppers for €8? You can probably get a better deal for that. It's going really well, even in full concentration. Look, survival runs are not really about survival right now. I think Motion Twin maybe needs to re-look at some of like the amount of health that you're getting from these scrolls, if I'm being honest. You know. We could have had a prediction if you didn't tell us. Look, you know where this is going to end. You know where this is going to end. Like it's the same spot as it has ended for like the last 5 or 6 episodes. I mean, it's just how it is. What can I say? Yeah, at this point in time, I just decided I'm going to go around and maybe like just kill a few enemies, get like a little bit more curse relief. Go for some healing from the parries. It's like, yeah. Yeah, you all know where it's gonna end. Yeah. Would you do gaming stuff full time if your audience grew enough to be sustainable? Absolutely, I would. I mean, God knows that it's just like, I would rather, you know, not be in an office if I didn't need to, just for that reason alone. So yeah, switching out for a little bit more survivability, but also maybe more damage with parries? I don't know. Hard to say. But not everyone betting would know, would mean I get points from them. Well, that's their own. Like, I'm saying right now, this is like straight up pre-recorded. 100% pre-recorded. Also, yeah, there were some better options maybe than having the Giant's Whistle, but the Giant's Whistle is just so good against the Conjunctivius that I decide to keep it for this fight in particular. Right. Not great, not bad. Can you please put ads on the Persona vids? No. No, I'm never going to put ads on the Persona vids. Besides, there's a lot of swearing in those videos. Like a lot of swearing. Hey, as you can see, it's just like a little hard to hit with like slow range weaponry, but range weaponry is still obviously the way to go. Also get a lot of parry opportunities against these tentacles, which is extra healing. Make sure not to screw it up though. With a repeater tactic, it becomes one of the easiest weapons to stroll through the game, except for bosses. You just hold attack until everyone's dead. Oh, yeah. I mean, the repeater crossbow is definitely one that has been improved significant amount since the last episode that I did, but I'm also like, I already did that episode. Whatever. Okay, get the parry for that stun timing and kind of set up a lot more hits. And then I'm not getting a whole ton of damage going for the ranged attacks, but it's like I'm still occasionally trying it too. And like I said, you can get parries on things that are not normally parryable, so why not go for there? And yeah, just trying to go for this. At least, yeah, the stun timing does work on the tentacles even if they're in the ground, so it's good. It's like, frankly, for a survival fight, this is going pretty well against the Conjunctivius. Tends to be a lot better. Speaking of Dead Cell's enemy randomizer, actually that is kind of what the Undying Shores, as it turns out, is. It takes its enemies that you find in there are taken from previous areas that you've gone through. Hey, guess what enemy they took from the Corrupted Confinements? That's a lot of fun. Can't even believe that, like, if you need any more reason not to go into that area. Can't wait to see how the Scythe Claw will work with all the new parry ways. I mean, I don't think I ended up taking the Scythe Claw on this one. It's like, Scythe Claw is still pretty good. It's just unfortunate that, yeah, they have lowered the damage quite a bit compared to what it was, even if it is sped up. God, it used to be so powerful. And there we go. Easy. Yes, it's the toxic miasma. Thankfully, it's like they aren't nearly as populous as they appear in the Corrupted Confinements, but it is like... you gotta deal with them. It's awful. I can't believe the amount of cryptocurrency talk that's happening in the chat right now. All I wanted to do was buy $100 worth of dog coins. Yeah, Conjunctivius, super, super well countered by the Giant's Whistle. Being able to hit anywhere, you know, covers for a lot of the issues otherwise that you have with survival weapons. Is good. Very good. I mean, I still 2 potion charges down. It's still, like, not looking great, but hey, at least I beat the first boss for once. For once. Well, for once in these runs. It's just like, I don't know. I think, like I said, I think that just like a little bit of a rework to how much health you get out of survival would probably make a big difference. And yeah, now that I've beaten the Conjunctivius, don't really need to have the Giant Whistle anymore. That was a good parry. Ah, well. At least it's fairly easy to parry the cannibals most of the time. It's just, once again, I really don't want to attempt it with this little health. And yes, 50% is this little health. That's just the reality we're living in right now. And aside from that, at least I can afford another potion charge and everything, so... Oh, there we go. Don't have... Unfortunately, did get rid of gastronomy for... Because I'm usually below half health, so I just decided, I'm gonna get a lot of usage out of the necromancy regardless. Even as much as it's nerfed, it's still good enough. Do Cocoon returns arrow stuck in enemies? I think so. But it's like, as you can see, I'm like 90% of the time just using the melee attack, because even though it's not as good, I just like the style of it enough. There we are. It's like I haven't really noticed. I'm sure it would. I'm sure if you look at like one of the bosses, it'll be very obvious if it returns it or not. Ah, well. Now, once again, you do realize that dog coin is the meme currency, literally. I don't know if legitimately investing in it is a good idea. All right. Very, very clear area otherwise in here, which I guess I can appreciate considering the nightmare that the rest of the run has been, but, you know, yeah. I also got rid of Armadillo Pack, which was kind of a big loss for me. I liked having that. I was doing... Bitcoin did not literally have a 2013 meme on it. It's not the same thing. Concerned dog buy dog coins. This is so stupid. Anyway. Ice armor, again, kind of a tempting thing just because, well, the ability to be able to parry while also knowing that I have one hit that can be blocked if I screw it up. It's good, but I was looking to see if I had any sort of synergy for freezing there, and since I didn't, I just decided, whatever. Not worth it. Not worth it. It's known as a penny crypto? Well, like a penny stock? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It is still investing. Take that same sort of terminology. does cryptocurrency work? It's an entire thing. But basically, it's entirely driven on the speculation market right now, so... Why are we talking about crypto? I gotta stop talking about cryptocurrency. We're doing an episode here. This is what happens when I have the time to read everything that's written in chat. It's like, hey, what's your favorite Marvel movie? I haven't watched any of them. Why are we talking about this right now? Why are you reading chat? Because it's like, I got the time to... I'm not playing the game right now. I got the time to go look over and check out what's going on. Hey, man. Currency only... No! No, have to stop. Must stop. Can't, you won't, and you don't. Favorite MF Doom song? I'll just say Raps Nishes. Said that wrong, but you know what? That's the one that was the meme, so I've heard the most, needless to say. I gotta say this, just like, haven't really listened to enough of the guy. Should probably go check him out more. Favorite Doom song? I gotta go listen to some of the new Doom songs just because it's like, I like Mick Gordon, and I think that there's probably some real bangers on that soundtrack. I'm gonna be playing a Doom Eternal. Getting so distracted right now. So yeah, this is a nightmare. What I did was I basically just started mashing the melee attack until I won. And I somehow didn't die. Dead cells, baby. God, when you get multiple of those infected zombies around you, it's... Yeah, there's not really too much you can do. And spamming the parry would not have helped, I think. Maybe. I can change Doom Eternal into Doom 2016 since Eternal has very unfun enemies. Doom 2 also has unfun enemies. I mean, it's the circle of life. No, I'll play Doom. I feel like I can stay and check it out. It's supposed to be one that I'm playing on stream too. Still like looking at that ice armor and thinking, maybe, like a little bit, but like nah. By the way, is the volume good? I didn't really even ask about that at all. You doing a Cocoon showcase? More like I did a Cocoon showcase and we're watching it right now. So I looked at this cursed chest and I said, nah. It's good? Okay. It's been a little bit low in the videos recently, so I've pumped it up a bit. Hopefully it's not too awful. Scarecrow New Hand of the King? In some ways, yes. You know what? In a lot of ways, yes. Yeah, you know what? Yes. I would agree. Of course, it's like I did eventually get used to fighting the Hand of the King. I'll get used to this. What happened there? Like, I still forgot the parry. Whatever. Okay. And basically, I'm just killing enemies right now to get back to 50% health. I told you that necromancy is still worth it, even with the nerfs to it. It's ridiculous. Watch a guy do no HUD ultra nightmare runs casually. Huh. So yeah, Undying Shores. I'm just like, do I want to? Do I want to maybe go to the cavern to get some more better stuff? But nah, we're going to the... Unfortunately, we're going to the Undying Shores once again. And like I said, the enemies that I have fought over the course of the run mean that it's going to be a particularly difficult one. Are you going to free the symmetrical lance showcase from your basement? Here. I will put it... I will make it public again for 5 minutes. All right. Get to it. I mean, we got, yeah, it's like, what are we looking at here for 5 minutes? Well, not a whole lot left in the episode, to be honest. So it should be easy. Yes, go prepare to archive if you want. Time to VOD it on the unofficial channel. Whatever. I think nearly got 100,000 views for some reason. So, there's that. Well, whatever. You're not going to get another version of that episode, so... grab it while you can. Why would you private it? People really did not like that episode. We'll just say that right now. A little bit more lore on the apostates there as well. Wait, what episode? Oh, don't worry about it. It's gone. And there we go. All right, so we got slammers, we got toxic miasma, we got ugly worms throwing down bombs all over the place. Don't go through the sewers if you're going to be going to the Undying Shores, by the way. I want to make that absolutely clear right now. Like, good God, what a mix of enemies. They're not, like I said, not super populous as they would be back in their home areas, but still, Jesus. It is a rough combination. Still, I do like the idea, and it does make sense lore-wise why you have them appearing in here, so that's fun. If I found like a cursed chest or something in here, I probably would not be taking it. Then I did decide, maybe actually try out the whole broadsword deal right now. Legendary broadsword just falling right in my hands. It's like you do get that weird combo of potential synergies from having multiple shields on you. I decided to try it out. Besides, it's also been a while since we've seen the broadsword, so why not? Good amulet drop there, too, by the way. I've been blessed by the algorithm before. I'll be blessed by the algorithm again, baby. No, but really, it's just like, if people didn't like the episode, I'd rather just yeet it into the void. The vid is still private. That's because it was public, and now is not. Okay. Needless to say, even with like a shield, a Cocoon is still quite useful too. This is a rough area, not nearly as bad as like Fractured Shrines though, comparatively. And certainly having a slightly faster weapon and like a bunch of tiny areas that you can group enemies into makes it a lot easier to use something like the broadsword. Yeah, there's not like a bunch of large... oh, so close. There's not a bunch of large flat surfaces that enemies are able to snipe you from really easily. Besides, actually, for the most part, not really a whole lot of sniping enemies in this area. Don't have a million Inquisitors or Knife Throwers hanging about, which is nice. Still get some Knife Throwers, but not as many. Right. Always want to take out the apostate ASAP. And I tried to parry nothing there for a second because Detox Miasma was slowed down quite a bit, so that was fun. A lot of good stuff. Run, hide, but you cannot deny your past. That's why I didn't delete that episode. It's merely privated. So at inopportune moments like this one, it can rise once again from the depths. Why'd you private it? No, people really hated that episode. Because that was the one where I talked about enemy scaling. Doesn't exist in the game anymore, but did for a while. Yep, I think that's probably a better option for a shield. A lot of extra invincibility could be good against the boss, but it wasn't. Because, again, we already know how this episode ends. It's a foregone conclusion. And then take those things out there. Forget that I have Armadillo Pack once again. Every time, man. It's so useful that it's just like something that I'm going to be having on most of the runs that I'm going for right now. Yeah, well, you should have got the episode when it was available. It's gone now. Like I said, yeeted off into the void. Again. Getting really close to actually getting 60 kills here, too, which is quite nice. I don't know exactly what the level of items you get in this area is, but it's pretty good if I remember correctly. I like the food in this biome. I mean, it's not the food in this biome. It's just try to open the door twice there. It's just I have it set to cheese still for some reason. I gotta go change it back to fruit already. That's the old school thing, but it is a very much on-brand one for me. I think it's one lower than the max level. Okay, so like not as good as the cavern, but still pretty good. Actually, that might just be the normal for what you get in these areas, as far as I know. There's the cocoon actually being used there for 1 second. Also, you can see one of the homunculus actually swinging one of the weapons for once before I killed him. Got the same move set as like the blood sword, curse sword, oil sword. Fun stuff. Why is enemy scaling in the game? It isn't anymore, but that was a thing that they had to kind of like set the difficulty based on how many stats that you picked up over the course of the run. It's no longer a thing, but it was a thing that was actually like well done enough that it was quite hidden for some time. Ass or titties? Titties? Look, I like a person because of their inner beauty, not their outer fat titties. Also, new lore room. Yeah, surely. Also get a little bit more of those bloody runes on the background, too. Kind of see all over the place whenever you're looking at lore related to the alchemist. And then just so many ranged enemies there for 1 second. Okay, uterus or prostate? Uterus, of course. What are you talking about? Like, who is... What did... Ah, man. Why am I even reading this sort of stuff? It's a good thing that everybody stops watching at this point in the episode anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You really do lose that, you really do lose that, I really miss having the extremely long invincibility time with the old version of the Rampart. It's too bad. Bloodthirsty shield that's just like for extra damage. Probably should have kept the other one, but it's like I'm supposed to be using the cocoon over the course of this run anyway, so yeah. So you have to keep going? Oh, don't worry. We're about to go fight the Scarecrow. This is post-commentary once again. Just try destroying one of those mushrooms to see if it would blow up like in the normal fight. It doesn't. Alright, the slowdown already messing me up something fierce. But the damage is good. Like, I do have 26 levels of survival right now, so it ain't bad. Ah, shouldn't have swung, should have went for the parry. But as you can see, I don't actually take too much damage with this amount of survival. Never mind, I got killed in 2 hits. Cool fucking boss. And there you go. That's the episode, everybody. They seriously need to nerf that? That was kind of ridiculous. That was 2 hits that both did 50% of my HP at 26 survival. 26 survival, man. It's like that is some powerful enemies. Certainly. Yeah, just parry, bro. Like the other attacks, I was taking a reasonable amount of damage, but man, it's just, yeah, it brought me down below 20% health, and then the second hit just outright killed me, bringing me to negative 30 health. It was like I was playing, Risk of Rain 2. Have fun with whatever's left. Hey, you want to play some Risk of Rain 2 and we can complain about it? Actually, I don't know. Do I have anything that I want to do here? How much to play Mark of the Ninja? I still got to get to Mark of the Ninja. I'm still kind of like focusing on doing a couple of the other series right now, like Ghost of Tsushima. Lobotomy Corporation? Nah, we're not going to do Lobotomy Corporation. Not right now. Into the Breach? How much? Nah. P5 Director's Cut episode. It's like we could actually do some old episodes of Persona 5 just because I want to redo some of the transcriptions. 10 subs? Nah. Let's raid somebody? Okay, who do you want to raid? Make a good case for it. Transistor cost that? Whatever, but I did Transistor, though. Actually, we could go back. You know what? Going back and like doing a little bit more of Transistor wouldn't even be a bad idea. Malf? Oh, Malf's online? Yeah, sure. No, I shouldn't raid Malf. I like that guy too much to... Give me somebody I wouldn't like. Because y'all gonna fuck it up. It's fine. Dumb Dog raids Malf. I don't know. I feel like even then, his stream is more is better behaved. Whatever. Let's not raid anybody. That's a bad idea anyway.